sky fall, let the sea sink, let the earth shake, let the sun blink, let the universe go spinning free. If my darling ever leaves me,
walked outside my door at 9 a.m. We got a guy spraying already. Looks like a blue bottom silver bullet, but that's not all. You can see the rails. They got double rails over here. Look at the double rails. Oh yeah. So it's all begun again. Turn my camera facing the west, and we got another guy spraying right there. So that looks like a blue tail. So we got, let me count them, 1, and then we got 2, right back to back, heading the same way, building the rails. Well, 9:30, chemtrailers are right on time. Block that vitamin D content. We got that guy going that way. Looks like a red tail silver bullet. And then we just had this guy back here just cross that way. So that guy's heading south to north right there. And this guy's heading from west to east. So the grid's being built right before your eyes. People don't even know. Getting back to this one. Look what he did. He turned it, sputtered a little, and then turned it off. Or is he still going back there? Wait a minute, let's get a better look. Let's see exactly what he's up to. He turned it off. He's got like a lighter plume now. How can that be? He turned off his engines? Come on. Come on. If people still think you're coming out of the engine. Look at that. Well, look at the gap there. Come on. So obvious. More evidence of the intermediate mix. We got a guy right up there spraying. Went through the trees. And as I turn around over here, here they come. They're going to be one after another with this intermediate mix. And it's only 9:45. Silver, pure silver bullet right there. Well, it's about 10:30 and they're still spraying. And I'm heading to the Great Wide Open to show you what they brought in. Okay? Be aware. Alright, I'm Joseph Kleider for AscensionPathway.com on the Evan Fain YouTube channel. Bringing you another episode of Grid Work, geoengineering on a daily basis. And today we're going to explain how they make the overcast to block the vitamin D content. As you can see, all this is chemtrail rails. We've documented this in many other videos. You can see the wisps falling from the sky. This is just the western sector now. And you can see the rail starting right at the bottom where they're starting to connect them. See, there's one there. They've already crossed the X grid there. Look at the plume here. See how they connect the two wisps together? That's how they form the overcast. And today's agenda is block the vitamin D3 content. You can see the rails all the way down on the horizon. People still think this is overcast. It's not. It's all chemtrail activity. Look at the plume over here. Look at that. Isn't that nasty? Oh yeah. Look at the wisps. You can see how the chemtrails have all dispersed. So confuse the public into think it's an overcast, which it is not. But isn't that just downright notorious? Look at that. My God. Look at the rail over here. You can see it's all rails, just blended rails together to make the overcast. It's so friggin' simple. So friggin' simple. Just as I says that, look at this guy coming out of the plume. See? That's just exactly what I told you. Look, it's right there. What part of that can't you see? And that's just for the new viewers who still can't understand, who have learned helplessness or cognitive dissonance, and that's what's going on. It doesn't get any more clear than, look at that guy head right for that plume. And he's heading right into the plume. Just to extend it out even farther. Well, we're back in a local parking lot, and you can see what the chemtrailers have done. And even by the moon, there's another guy up there spraying. Let me see if I can get him in a little bit better. Anyway, look at what the plume has done to our skies. Just look how notorious. Look at that rail there as it adds to the mix. You can see already it's blocking the vitamin D3 content. It's just notorious. We got a small Medusa going here. Just simply incredible. Just look what they've done. Look at these double rails back here. Actually, there's a double rail, and actually it's triple rail. It's just all rails. Look at, there's the X to prove the grid. All people have to do is just look up and see this notorious effort that these guys are doing. It's not even an effort, they're just doing it. All right, we got another guy spraying up there. See if I can reel him in. Sun's in my eyes, he just headed into the plume. Meanwhile, you can see what this guy had done. Look at that plume right in there. They're just making the overcast, man-made created overcast. It's almost noon. Look what these guys have done. Double rails. Look how they just sputtered, and they're connecting the two rails to create this and that. There's also another rail up here as well that the guy spun. So the onslaught still continues every day. As if enough wasn't enough, look at these rails here. As we showed you before, look at the disbursement now. Okay, there's part of a disbursement over here. And as I look up here, we got another guy spraying more plume. As you can see, it's just not gonna stop. These guys have been spraying non-stop today. And there's another guy over by the flagpole. See the flagpole? Get a look, you can see him hidden in there. You can see him hidden in the plume. So one right after another. Look at this mess. Damn! Look at the fake overcast over here. You can see the plumage as they keep right on spraying. There's another guy back there spraying as well. See, there's three guys out there spraying. Continue to polluting our skies, and nobody has a clue. Some people do, some people don't. Majority of the people do not. It's like we got our sights on a red bad boy. Or a Patriot. Or some other painted up to confuse the public. Guess I'll have to wait and see how it all turns out on the big screen. Other than that, keep the spraying continues. Well, I just finished my workout. It's only about 45 minutes, and look what happened. The wind has moved all the soot. The chemtrail rails are all lingering, heading into that eastern sector. And nobody's really spraying right now. But you can see how the chemtrails have already dispersed. It's just terrible. What people don't have a clue what's going on. Well, it's about 1 o'clock. I just came right out to the great wide open on my way home from the gym, and look at the size of this rail here. All the way across the sky. Those are multiple rails that have been blended together. So I panned into that northern sector. X marks the spot. Keep panning, you can see the wisps. Little orange peel over here in that southwestern sector. Or actually, that's the northwestern sector. Excuse me. I don't know what you'd call this, just some powder puffs perhaps. Up here, a guy still spraying another rail. There he is. Another rail there. All this chemtrail disbursement in there as we head. Oh geez, look at over here as he heads toward the south. Got another guy spraying in between the rails. Sun's right in my eyes, bear with me, there he is. Heading for those other rails to make the grid. Alright, look at those rails. All dispersed. All dispersed. Over here back to that eastern sector you can see the soot falling from the sky. It's just sad. You can see the soot falling from the sky. And there he is. Better view. Look at the plume. This is what they do. When the weatherman says clear skies and sunny, these guys are out spraying. It ain't completely sunny. They don't tell you about the chemtrail activity, which should be a cause for concern. Straight up into that southern sector, you can see the orange peel and look at the wisps as it all starts to fall apart. Look at that orange peel. You got small orange peel, you got big orange peel. Look at that friggin' plume. My gosh, blocking the sun as usual. Just happened to look up and I got this guy spraying. Right around 3 o'clock. It's been an all-day affair. They got it to Overcast so people think it's just Overcast, when in reality it's plume. Check this out. Got some of the Overcast plume. You can see the different rails. Look at this guy railing right here. Look at the rail. Look how he sputtered. Okay. Now just up here, we got another guy coming his way. And they're gonna cross the rail to keep the grid going. I'm gonna show you just a second when they cross. There's this guy. You can see the rail sputterage. See how it's sputtering? And this guy right up here spraying, coming his way. So, he's heading right for that plume. See how they're angled? See if I can get them both in on the same view. Check it out. There he is. There he is. You can see the angle. Oh, wait a minute. He's turning. He's bending the rail. Look at that. Look at this part right there. What's it mean? If people think it's coming out of the engine, what do they do? Turn the engine off? Friggin' people would be freaking, wouldn't they? That's because there's no people in these jets. These are remote controlled by the global elite. And there's the guy. He's going to cross the path right there. He saw him coming, made room for him. There it is. Look at that soot. Alright, last documentation of the night. Just check this out. Excuse the focus, but just look what's up in that sky. Let me back it off. We're going to try it again. Oh boy, come on, I got to get it. Can't seem to reel the guy in. But anyway, if you can see that on the big screen, we got a pink chemtrailer. Anyway, I'm going to back him off. Going back here as we pan, look at that. Same color. And look at the soot. Look how it's just fallen. Look at that, it's red. Come on. Look at this over here. My gosh, look at that. What do you call that? Oh my God, what is that shit? Excuse the language, but This stuff's got to come to an end. Look! If people think that's normal, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. You really do have issues. As I pan all the way around, we're going to show you the backward sunset again. There it is, backward sunset. The blue haze, it's the darker sector. You can see the 40,000 feet high. It's probably even higher now. See a couple of rails back in there. Oh yeah, backward sunset in the east. Go all the way around, back to the west. Look at the yellow over there. Sunset in the south too. Yeah, it's just absolutely nasty. Looking out into that eastern sector, you can see a rail still lingering out there across our sky. We just couldn't let this go. Just wanted to make people know what's going on here. What would a rail be doing out in the middle of nowhere? Huh? See you tomorrow.